down! No, speed up! No, stop! You almost hit that poor old man. Driving. Almost every teenager has to learn sometime. 99.9% of teens are overly ecstatic to hop in the driver's seat and drive. If only it were that easy. First, you must endure driving with parents. Oh yes, the most dreaded thing in the whole world, driving with parents. And the worst part is that they don't want to be your first victims. So they stick you in some dumb driver's ed class. So first, let's hop in the car and buckle up as we explore the various errors of poor, innocent teens driving with parents. Next, we'll put the key in the ignition and turn the car on as we discuss the torture parents put us through and how we supposedly torture them. Finally, we will drive away as we find extraordinary ways to get away from our parents' nagging. Of course, I'm much more creative than that. Tell your mom or dad that you have a new boyfriend named Snake who has 27 piercings and 72 tattoos and has convinced you to get a heart tattooed on your arm with his name in the middle, symbolizing that you guys will be together forever.
Mention that in the rooms that they are going to give their speech in their entirety, they have their visual aids, and they are very clever, they are very bright, and they definitely support their speech. So they did not do their visual aids here, but they are in the rooms. Our last entertainment speech belongs to Tony. Tony has great facials, great energy, and one coach said, "Did you have a traumatic experience with a bunny?"
Oh dear, it seems every year 100 million kids stop believing, stop hoping. Every year those 100 million kids give up on life. Not because they were diagnosed with a fatal disease and not because they were attacked by a wild animal. No, I'm afraid it's much, much worse. Every year 100 million kids stop believing in Santa and the Tooth Fairy, yet these naive children continue to believe in the Easter Bunny. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to encourage our children to have faith in everything but the Easter Bunny, who is nothing but a fake fraud foe. I will compel you to believe in Santa and the Tooth Fairy and slap you out of the trance of the bunny with 3 points. First, we'll shimmy down the chimney as we figure out the truth about Santa. Then, I'll use magic fairy dust to prove why the Tooth Fairy must exist. And finally, we'll hop our way to the truth about the bunny who fakes it for attention.
Short programs that is not going to break out is Lindsay Paddock and Destiny McClure's duet. They're just going to give you a little bit bigger sample in here, but they're not going to break out into another room. So our duet, the comments that I saw as they come up, we see so much improvement since the last time. You work well together. One thing I also need to mention, these girls work numerous hours outside of school at their jobs, and they took this on besides getting up at 5:45 and 6 a.m., and we really appreciate their hard work.
Why is it that a man whistles at a woman every time she walks down the street? I know women have asked this question for years. Well, I'm pleased and happy to say that my colleague, Dr. Menor Apes, and I have found the answer to this question that has baffled females throughout the ages.
Thank you, Doctor. Boys have brains the size of a walnut. Millions of years ago, when cave people still walked on Earth,
or however long ago it was, the exact number isn't important for those of you who are out there saying it wasn't millions of years ago, it was 600,000 years.
Exactly. To you good people, I say, relax.
Well spoken, Dr. Menor Apes. In this skit, two scientists, Dr. Menor Apes
and Dr. Boys have brains the size of a walnut,
have found the reason to men's obnoxious behavior
by performing numerous experiments,
by acting like cavemen and dogs,
and immature singing.
It's not immature. In this skit, A Girl Who Cried Wolf by John C. Havens.
Thank you. Now I know the origin of what Dr. Boys have brains the size of a walnut, and I have come to call the wolf whistle syndrome. That's that annoying two-tone whistle that men hurl at women as if to say with the whistle, I will make you desire me.
Not.
That whistle actually makes us cringe in the marrow of our being. It's true. Watch.
stupid. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart.
You must promise me never, ever to sing again.
I can't make that promise, Doctor. I've got the music in me.
Well, then, back to our experiment.
To our experiment.
Perhaps when you lads whistle, you think we'll respond like this.
Was that Rachmaninoff?
Why, yes, it was.
I see. Come over here in the middle of this crowded street and make out with
Why,
me.
yes, I will.
Yeah, guys, in your dreams. Now, I wonder what it would be like if women tried to court men on the street.
Interesting. Let's see.
Excuse me, but I'm like really intrigued by your sense of humor.
Interesting. Let me try one.
Okay.
You remind me of my father. That's a good thing. Interesting. While we digress on the wolf whistle syndrome, a behavior stemming from the wild days of yesteryear.
Ba-da-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum. Get your motor running. Get out on the highway.
Stop,
Looking for adventure in whatever comes
This is
our
highly
way.
unscientific.
Boy,